everyone, this is Rebecca from PegaFemBlog, and I am continuing with the low code builder mission in Pega Academy. This is video 8 for exercise number 8, identify reason for rejection view. As a CSR, I want to identify the reason for rejecting a balance transfer request so that I can communicate the reason for rejection to the customer. The description for us, the developer, is to configure the identify reason for rejection view with a field label reason for rejection. Configure the reason for rejection field to display local pick list for the CSR to note the reason for rejection. Mark the pick list as required and display the results in a drop-down list with the following choices: credit score is too low or transfers too large. The identify reason for rejection view displays the required drop-down list with two options: credit score too low and transfers too large. The CSR accesses the case from a work queue to perform the identify reason for rejection step. Okay, so we'll go through that and I'll explain it as we're going through. Okay, so now we are in our life cycle again, and we're going to go down to the approval rejection stage. So our job is to configure the view in the identify reason for rejection step. But first, we need to route it to the correct place. So we're going to send it to a work queue. Why a work queue? Well, because if we send it to a specific user, then if that person is not working that day, how are they going to do the work? We don't need business logic. We don't want to send to the current user because the current user is going to be the person who is applying for the transfer. So you want to send it to the work queue so that anyone that has access to that work queue can pick up the case. Any one of the customer service representatives, so the CSRs. Now we want to configure the view. And here we're adding a field. This field is called reason for rejection, and it's going to be a pick list. What I really like is that it's a local list. Before, we used to go to the property itself and have to add the list of choices, but we can do them here. So it's really nice and convenient. The different options that Pega wants us to include are credit score too low and transfer too large. Something. So this is required. In order for us to see the screen, we have to run through the whole, all of the steps that the user has to fill out. Then we also we have to get through the approval process. So we got to go through the create stage, the approval stage, and then we can get routed to the rejection where we can see that screen. So let's select something here. Am I missing? Yep. Continue. Okay, so now I set it up where it's the amount is too large. So we'll go ahead and put here a perfect score. Or go ahead and use the same thing. But this time, instead of using the approval, we click on the reject button. Okay, so now you have to go to the identify reason for rejection. That's the step we just configured. So you open that, and here's our drop down. And you're done. All right, so join me in the next video so we can continue with the low code building exercises and the mission on Pega Academy. Thanks.